What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We're living.
Alright, what is up you guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am so excited for this video because we are going to go into 2025 with the best intentions. We're going to set goals, we're going to look at our visions, and I'm so pumped for this video. We are going to go in with a clear head and open heart, and we're going to get a lot of things done. So we are going to do our vision board, we're going to set some goals for the year, and we're going to set some goals for January so we can start it off with a bang. So if that's something you want to see, then just keep watching.
Live your life within the moment, and don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know.
Alright, so we have a cup of coffee. Now I'm going to explain all of the things that I have for today. So first, I have a bullet journal. I got this last year, but I didn't really use it as much just because time got away. I really want to start using it this year so I can track, you know, my books, how things are going, and just day-to-day life. Like I had last year a calendar where I could write down a positive thing each day, and wow, it's crazy. Like on the 19th last year, a student brought me 2 roses just out of the blue. And so it's just, this is so cool to like look back and be like, wow, you did all of this. Plus it's just kind of fun to make these anyways. So, thinking about my 3-day weekend. Okay, so we have a bullet journal. I will link down some stuff below for y'all if y'all want to do a bullet journal. I'm trying to make this as financially responsible as possible. So I'm trying to make this to where it's not astronomical and so expensive, because I feel like nowadays vision boards and bullet journals have become such a trend that it's getting a little, it's becoming a lot, and times are rough right now. So I'm trying to make it as financially responsible as possible, because I feel like that needs to be the common theme for this year. But let me put down my coffee. Okay, so then I also got some scrapbook paper. I am just reusing scrapbook paper from my sister-in-law's bridal shower. It's just this beautiful blue print. You can get some at Hobby Lobby. I know right now they're doing a sale on their papers. And then one of my students' mom made me this tag last year, and it just has a beautiful note on the back of it as well. So I just love it because she hand did this because she was an art teacher. And then this was a card that I've had, oh my goodness, since I was in college. I want to say I got this back in 2015, and that was 10 years ago. Wow, that's insane. But then also, when you print out pictures, make sure that you print out more than you actually think you need. So I just went onto Pinterest and I picked out some pictures that really spoke to me for what I wanted for this year. And I just screenshotted them and then I uploaded them through Walgreens. Walgreens is doing a special right now to where you can get, oh my goodness, I believe 35% off of your prints if you do it online. So that's saving money right there. Walgreens normally does coupons for prints, and I just love it because it's very fast and easy to do. So originally I had, let's see how many pictures. 15. So 15 pictures, It originally came out to like $6, which isn't really that much, but then with that coupon applied, this was only $4. And then I just had this cardboard laying around from a picture that I had, so I'm just going to put everything on this and call it good. Again, I'm just reusing materials at my house to do this. Another way that you can do this, where it is financially responsible as well, is you can get a picture frame and just put it in there, and then your vision board can stay nice and neat, and you don't have to worry about dust or it getting ruined, and then you can just reuse the picture frame years to come. So I also like that idea. One of my favorite influencers did that. I'm just gonna do this because I did not go to the store today like I was supposed to, and so we're just gonna make do with what we have. So now I'm gonna lay everything out on my bed just because it's comfy. I want to enjoy this. We're gonna listen to some nice music, and we're just gonna get everything set up and ready to go. Okay, so we have everything set up. I just wanted to lay out all of the pictures so I can physically see what pictures I have, and then that way I can start grouping them together. I just realized some of them were 4x4s, and so they have like this white edge to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and just cut off that white edge and see if I can find a Sharpie, and then just reuse this part as well.
I know you don't mean to, but you're blocking my view. I know you got issues, but I got my shit too. I don't wanna be your therapy no more, no more. You don't wanna hear this, but it's you, it's not me. Ooh, gotta go and grab a spoon now. Ooh.
Okay, so we got the vision board done, and I am in absolutely all over it. Like, this truly describes what I want so much. I do recommend that if you are going to tape it, don't get like a matte tape, get a clear tape, because even you can tell. I'm like scratching the tape so you can hide it, but I definitely messed up with that, but it's okay. It's just the tape we had. So we're just gonna rock and roll with it. So I know looking at other people's vision boards, you're kind of like, okay, so what is it for? Like, why do you have these things down? Let me tell you a little bit about my vision for next year. Alright, so here is the final piece for my vision board, and I'm going to go picture by picture and explain what I want. I kind of grouped it up into general areas, but I'll explain everything. So up here, I really want this year to be more mindful of what I'm putting in my body. So there's just a lot of chemicals in our food nowadays, and I just either don't know what the chemicals are for, or I've seen articles and studies about some of the chemicals and I just don't necessarily trust all of it. So I definitely want to make like more things at home. Corey just got me a mixer for Christmas and I absolutely love it. So I want to make like butters and buttermilk and bread and cookies and pancake mix and all of those beautiful things at home, because it is a lot easier, and I feel like in the long run this will save just a little bit of money. But then also I want to do like a lot more baking with fresh ingredients and just really being healthier with my options. I don't want to just do prepackaged food. I want to do fresh produce. I want to go to like the farmer's market and buy locally. Like, I just feel like that is what I wanted to achieve this year. It's just eating clean and being mindful of what's going in my body. With that, I also have a picture of somebody running because I want to do a lot more half marathons this year. I kind of lost my love for running for a very long time last year, and so this year I'm trying to find that love back. You know, I really love running. I know that's weird. You're probably like, you're insane, which you're not wrong. But I love running because I started when I was in college for 2 reasons. I'll tell you the good reason, then I'll tell you the funny reason. The good reason is whenever I felt very stressed in college and I felt like everything was predetermined for me and I had no say in anything, running was the one thing that I can control. I can control how far I go, how fast, I can control my breathing. So in a time when I felt very suffocated, I looked to running because that's when I felt free. And then also I started running because my grandmother was more in shape than me as a 20-year-old. She was running half marathons way before I even considered it. And so that's what I aspire to be. I want to be like my grandma, and I want to run, and I want to be healthy and do all of these amazing things when I get to her age. So I did start running for 2 reasons. Both are reasons why I started running, but I like to go with the first reason because I like that reason better. Okay. But then I also have pictures of like a Bible down here because I really want to find my relationship with God again. We got married in a Catholic church 2 years ago, and since we moved away and got married, we did not go to church after that. Like, of course, I kept up with my faith. We prayed over food. I did Bible studies here and there, but I just really lost my love and my relationship with God. So I'm trying to find that back again. And then there are flowers, a garden, and then berries. This year, during the springtime for my birthday, I really want to start a garden. I want to do it so bad. I tried doing it at our rental house and it just didn't work because I didn't have enough space for it. So I'm going to be doing a garden during the springtime. We're going to do a raised garden bed. I'm so excited for it. That's the one thing I want to do so bad this year. And it'll help lower the cost of food and buying produce and eating cleaner. So I'm so excited for that. I definitely will keep y'all updated on it. Another thing that I have is like a little party bowl and then people like clinking glasses together. I do want to do a lot more events with friends. I want to host a lot more. My house is so big. It's 2,100 square feet, and so there's so much that I can do with this house. I want to host a lot more things and have gatherings and see friends a lot more frequently. I have a little library. This one is actually another influencer's. Her name is Allison Bickerstaff. I'll link her down below. Love her to a T. Like, I love her. She is so amazing. She's inspirational. She does a lot of home content, and I love her style so much. So I do have that. I do want to do a little library connected to our house. It has been something that's been weighing on my heart just as a teacher, but I really want to get these kids off of iPads, and I want them to enjoy literacy, enjoy reading, and because I feel like by reading you can grow so much. So there's that. And then of course I have like a stack of books. Hello, I love Belle. I channel Belle every single day, so my goal is to read more this year. I did finish 100 books for 2024. Yes, I did in fact read 100 books in 365 days. Yes, I'm insane. And guess what? We're gonna do it again because it made me happy. And then, that was not taped. And then I have my Miss Todd flower with my cute little note on the back from one of my previous students. I never want to forget my reason for teaching, and I don't want to forget my why. There are so many things that bring educators down, and it's just negative. And so I'm going to look towards the positive, and every time I remember that, I will remember that student who wrote me that note, and just remember why I started teaching, and that was to make the impact in students' lives. And so I want to remember my why. This year has been challenging just because I did switch to kindergarten. Kindergarten is a beast. It is mentally and physically challenging 8 hours a day or 5 days a week. It is hard. I would never change it in a million years. I love teaching kindergarten. It is definitely where I see my forever home being. But I mean, with any job, you still have your challenges. And then lastly, there is an airplane, right? I am deathly terrified of flying. I'm like scared to death of it. When we went to Disney World for our honeymoon 2 years ago, I was scared for the 2-hour flight there and the 2-hour flight back. And my heart was just racing. I was shaking. Every little sound, I'm like, what's going on? What's happening? What's happening? So I'm going to get over my fear. One of our goals for myself and my husband is to travel a lot more this year. And so by us traveling, I'm gonna have to get over flying because I can't just drive everywhere. That's like 15 hours here and there, and I'd rather just take the 2-hour flight and deal with it than drive 15 hours, guys. I would. One of our goals this year is to go back to Disney. But here is our vision board. I truly love how it turned out. I didn't even use my paper or my card or these little guys just because I love the aesthetic of it. I love the simplicity of it. And so I just didn't want to overdo it and then just put too much on here. I could have put some quotes. I just didn't, just because I feel like this speaks more to me. So yeah, so I definitely encourage you to try to do a vision board if you want. It doesn't have to be extreme like this, but it is something that I hold dear to my heart because I think it's just a beautiful thing to do. So now we're going to switch over and we're going to think of some yearly goals that we can do for the year of 2025.
To do everything you said you would. Frames up.
Okay, so obviously I had to put on a jacket because it got really cold in here, but trying to make 25 goals for the new year was kind of hard, not gonna lie. Oh, well, hello there. Happy girly puppies. Oh, let me just throw things at you now. But these are the goals that I have for 2025. Some of them are, of course, social media goals, so like my follower counts and all of that. They just want to be with me today, don't they? Don't they? Okay, so here are my goals for 2025. My first one is I really want 3,000 followers on Instagram. Right now I'm at 17, which Instagram is really hard for me to get followers on. So we're gonna try to do that. I really wanna post 5 times a week on Instagram. I really wanna get 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm currently sitting at close to 2,000 right now, I think. And then post 2 times a week on YouTube. Get 15,000 followers on TikTok. If TikTok is still a platform, because we just don't know at this point. They did pass that law to where TikTok is going to get banned on January 16th or 19th, but our president-elect is wanting to keep it, so really don't know about that one. If TikTok is taken away, then I will just replace it with 2 other goals. Again, I want to read 100 books. Please don't make a mess or stuff on my computer. Thank you. Life as a dog mom. I want to read at least 4 books a month. I want to run 4 half marathons. Yep, 4 half marathons. I really want to do a hot chocolate run in Dallas in February. And then my grandma wants to do a half marathon in March at the Alamo. So, yeah, but I think those will be fun. So those 2 right there, if I can just get 2 more, then that works out. I want to run an 8-minute mile. My best time is a 9:30 or it's a 9:30 and so 9 minutes and 30 seconds is my best time. So I'm gonna try to get an 8-minute mile because if I can run an 8-minute mile for 26 miles, I can qualify for the Boston, which is one of like my life goals to do is qualify for the Boston. I want to get a collab with Oriental Trading. I love Oriental Trading. I've been using them since I was like a little girl. My mom would get the catalog. So I really want to try to do that. Build up my garden and then have 2 successful crops. I want to stay consistent with cleaning and make sure that I'm doing that weekly cleaning schedule. I want to work out 5 times a week, host 3 events this year. One of them is going to be my husband's 30th birthday, which I'm so excited for because that's just a pivotal moment in a person's life is when you turn 30, or at least I think so. I want to travel to 2 places out of state. Corey and I were talking about going back to Disney and then going back to Colorado, just because there's a lot of hiking stuff there. So really excited for that. I have to look more into it. Drink 2 bottles of water each day. Ooh, this year, I'm going to try to limit my caffeine intake so I'm not having 4 cups of coffee a day. Yeah, 4 cups of coffee a day is not very good for you. It's actually really bad for you. So I'm gonna try to limit the amount of coffee I do drink, and I wanna implement more water, flavored waters, not like with flavored packets, but like with oranges and lemons and limes and cucumbers and mint. So just natural ingredients. I want to stay consistent on my skincare routine. The amount of times that I went to bed with makeup on my face is A, disgusting, and B, ridiculous. I mean, sometimes when you just get off of work as a teacher, you just want to lay flat on the bed and just... So I really cannot do that anymore. Ugh. Just thinking about it just makes my skin crawl. I don't like that. I want to do a monthly Bible study. I have one starting January, which I'll link down below. I saw a TikTok of it. But the theme for January is getting to know God and His intentions more, which I think is a beautiful message. I want to get my crafting area done. I want to buy a new desk. I want to do one home renovation. I think it's either going to be painting our island or doing an accent on one of my walls. And then I want to read all the books in my library. I have read about a quarter of the books, and I'm reading the rest because I have spent a lot of money on those books and I need to actually physically read them. So needless to say, my TBR list is going to be completed this year. And then this one hits me really hard to the core of my heart because last year I was not good about reaching out to people. I was kind of in my own little bubble and I didn't really connect with others. So when people would text me, like I would see the message and then I would go do something and completely forget about the message and never responded to people. So this year I really want to make sure that I'm reaching out to my friends and family on a weekly basis and just touching in. Because I was really bad about that. And a lot of people do know me as the person who does social media, but the person who does not respond back to text messages. And I don't want to be known as that person anymore. I feel like it's a little flaky and I don't want to be that in somebody's life. So those are my 25 goals for the year of 2025. Now, something that I'm starting new is a reward system for completing the goals. So if I complete 5 goals, then I'm going to get a fancy coffee. That's the first goal I wanted because I'm trying to limit the amount of money that I spend on coffee at like Starbucks, Dutch Bros, and all that kind of stuff. So I want to get a fancy coffee. Complete 10 of the goals and I can get a brand new outfit. Complete 15 and I can get 3 new books. Complete 20 and then I can go out for a very nice dinner, and then complete all 25 and can go on a $100 shopping spree. So I feel like the reward system will keep me in track to make sure that I am trying to achieve these goals. I know everybody sets goals for the brand new year and does the vision board, and then once in March and May and April come around, everyone's just like, oh yeah, I did create those visions and I did create those goals. So I really want to be consistent this year. I really want to be consistent this year and make sure that I am doing the things I need to accomplish my dreams and reach for the stars. Like, I know if you can take the time out of the day and if you can just sit down and do something for yourself for 15 minutes, that will go a long way. And so I just want to be very consistent with what I do. But hopefully this video motivated you. I truly do these videos just to make sure that I am reaching out to the audience. I love being able to make an impact in other people's lives and just motivate them. So hopefully this motivated you to create some goals and do a vision board. Again, it doesn't need to be extravagant. You can grab things from around your house and just do one thing. But I am going to go ahead and end off this adventure here today. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can join our little family. But I love you so much and I can't wait till the next adventure. Bye guys.
Not afraid to love you. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to love.